Yes, this is still Uchemefo. This is my second video today, and I'm coming back to respond to some critics on the first video I made regarding the purported arrest of Mathias Ezeaku and issues bordering on religious bigotry and hate speech, specifically on some people who are obviously ignorant and in most cases very hypocritical in what they are saying. One of them is say Osuku, who said, "Bro, you're blaming Mathias because you are not in his shoes. If you are the one seeing all our people dying in sickness on a daily basis, people who tell him that they went to church for healing and church feed them olive oil to drink instead of medicine, you go do worse than Mathias." Let me also tell you something. I am not very sure that you are true to yourself, and I'm also not sure that Mathias himself is true to himself. Mathias started preaching. He brought verbal attacks, religious bigotry, hate speech on Christianity and Christians in Igbo Land, for avoidance of doubt. And he opened the door, that particular conduct of his opened the door for some people to begin to repose confidence and hope in him. And some people who are also frustrated about going to the people you are making reference to, who went to churches, pastors gave them oil and the rest of it, and the oil did not solve the problem. He gave them that hope and confidence that Mathias is the way. So for avoidance of doubt, there is nothing wrong in Mathias doing some charitable work, doing some philanthropic work, helping people who are sick. And this is also what I have talked about, or what I talked about in my first video, that I don't believe in everything that is being done in Christendom. I made reference to pastors who, or men of God or women of God, as the case may be, who hypocritically, they know that they don't have the power to heal, but they will come and continue to project to the public that they have such powers. And I also made reference to the fact that I am a Christian, and I for one will not depend on prayers alone when I'm sick instead of going to hospital. I advocated, and I also stand on it, that is my position, that there are good aspects of Christianity or the white man's culture, and there are also bad aspects of it. At the same time, there are bad aspects of our culture, and there are also good aspects of our culture. Somebody like me have to blend both of them, because culture is fluid. It is not static, and no one culture is self-sufficient, or rather is perfect. So having said that, what I'm saying is that there is nothing wrong. People who are sick going to Mathias Ezeaku, and then he made money available to them, and in a philanthropic sense takes them to hospital. There's nothing wrong in there. What is wrong in what he is doing, he and his followers are doing, is that instead of doing his philanthropic work, he is projecting religious bigotry, hate speech, on Christians and Christianity. That is where he's crossing the boundary. What prevents him from taking care of people? To show them that this is what I believe in, to show them that this is the way of Omenala. That is about charity, that is about, taking care of people. Somebody like me believe that the God I see is my fellow human beings. So forget about religious affiliation, what any other person believes. It has nothing to do with these things that some people are arguing about today. Religious worship, spirituality is a personal issue. It has nothing to do with any other person's right, or the way you choose to worship your God or not to worship your God, and in fact one's philosophy of life. So you are missing the mark, because if people go to Mathias and say that they went to their pastor, okay, they have some kind of infirmities and the sickness is not going away, despite their pastors and men of God, women of God, reverend fathers, pastors giving them oil to heal them. What a sane human being will do, what a sane human being will do is to say, okay, that's fine, we have solution here, come, let me take you to where you're going to get healed. But it doesn't warrant him trying to prove a point. He's doing those things in order to spite Christianity. That's not the way to go. Because in doing that, in propagating what he's propagating, he is projecting hate speech. He is propagating religious bigotry on other people. So, and the worst aspect of it is that you are challenging Christianity. Even challenging people and saying, come and show me whom the name of Jesus has healed and the rest of it. This is about belief. But I'm also asking you, can you show me whom you are Aluse, you are Arobunago, you are Ogugu? Can you show me the people that they have healed? Even the people that came to you, that this Suku is saying, they're making reference to. Is it not money that you provided? Medical intervention that you provided? The medical intervention, has it come from your Alose? Has it come from your Gugu? Has it come from your Arobunago? Has it come from the river, ocean you are worshipping? Has it also come from the sun that you are worshipping? Do you see where all of you are hypocrites, including Mathias himself? Show me anybody that has been healed by the God of Mathias, whatever he believes in. That God, that Igbo culture and tradition that he held tenaciously. Of course, it is his right to do so. But show me how that is culture. Show me that is Alosi. Show me how that is Omenala has hailed these people that you're making reference to here, that went to pastors and they were giving healing oil and he didn't heal them. Still, what he relied on was the medication, advancement by white men, by some Christian scientists as well. Those medications were prepared, invented through the use of herbs. We have leaves. Some of us Man, how effective are those medicine? But these people, through science and technology, through medical innovation, use those herbs, even herbs from our place. Onubu, for instance, bitter leaf. We have it in our place, but we don't know what we're going to do with it. But this thing is being exported to the white man's land. The people you refer as the progenitors, or those who brought Christianity. And they processed it, turned it into something. The end product of which is different medications, and brought it back to us. Ask your Lord and Master Matthias, whatever he used to help, he said, did he say 6,000 people, or over 6,000 people that he helped? Obukwaro, the same medication, ndị ụka weta, ndị ọcha weta, ndị ọcha ihe etichacha weta ụka. The same medication ha weta ka ekwukwara ụgwọ eje na hospital wee were treat ndị ahụ. Do you see where the hypocrisy is? You have not provided any alternative, but you are busy destroying the lives of others. People that didn't do anything to you. Common sense demands that n'ike egosi ndị a na-abịakwute gị ihe omenani that you held tenaciously on and use it to attack Christianity has done for you. Kedu etu omenani gị ji wee zọpụta ndị mmadụ nọ n'ọya? You can't prove it. You have nothing to show. You still went back through the back door to use the medicines, medication, the hospitals that are operating on standard medical procedure brought out by the white man, the same Christians that you are criticizing. You took them to the same place. Things hamepụta ka ije welukwa wee zọọ the so-called Ndoya. And by the way, who told you that Christians do not rely on medication, on scientific innovation, medical advances? Who told you that they don't, mix it up with prayers? Do you see where the issue of nobody being perfect comes in? You are not perfect. The people you are criticizing are not perfect. But you are claiming to be the all and all. If you go, and the worst aspect of it, no bozi Omenala Igbo, no ya buzi di Ezeaku, bolondo alo da na Igbo. I don't see the connection between bikonu onye na-aya arụ ọba arụ ka o mere ka ọ bụ gịnị ka arụ ka ọ na-aya, because amara m ebe arụ si wee dị na Igbo a. People are sick and you are describing it as abomination. People believe in what they believe in, the same way you believe in what you believe in. And they go about worshiping their God the same way, the way it pleases to them. Then you come out and begin to attack them. Why don't you say that you want to carve a niche for yourself? And then in carving that niche for yourself, you have to prove your mettle. But not capitalizing on destroying another person's image, or a group of people's image, in order to rise. So, Osoku, this is my response to you. That is my response to you. The same also could now say, Oga, I'm not supporting Mathias church, okay? But he is an Igbo man and are acknowledging his work on saving lives of Igbo people. The same way here, if he is philanthropic enough and makes funds available and help those who are sick, I commend him for that. But he does not have right to use the sentimentality of people being sick to talk down on Christianity and those who believe in Christianity, and in fact by extension Christians. These things have no correlation at all. People are sick, they went to pastors, the pastors were not able to heal them. Then they have come to you, the Omenala man. Use your Omenala and heal them now, and show people that this is where will say. But you failed in that as well. You did not do that. You rather, after tongue lashing, doing all manner of shenanigans against the so-called Christians and Christianity, you still went back to use the same medical procedure brought by Christians, brought by the white man that you are criticizing, and subject those people to it. Meantime, nobody, you cannot prove that Christians are not using medication. It's just about way of, it's a matter of choice for some people. And then again, having said that, there are some religious men and women who are deceiving themselves. And people know that these people are deceiving themselves. But it is a fundamental error on your part to want to propagate Omenala, and then what you want to use is Christianity. That Christianity brought abomination. Christianity is the reason why our people are sick. Christianity is the reason why our people are suffering, and the rest of it. Meanwhile, a rational human being should balance all this. There are demerits and merits of Christianity, and in fact everything. And if you weigh all this on balance or imbalance, you will see that the advantages of Christianity, Christian faith, outweighs its disadvantage in our place. At the same time, nobody is forcing anyone to be a Christian. In this day and time, there could be past persecutions of Christianity and all that. The same thing it is with every other religion, including our Omenala. Ndi Omenala ha anaghị egbu ejima. Ndi Omenala ha anaghị eme ọkwa Omenala Igbo osuka system. Ọ bụrụ anyị Igbo wepụta ya. Ndị niile a na-egbusisi n'ala Igbo a, most of them bụ ndị claim na ha bụ ndị Omenala, ndị na-ebesisi ụmụnne ha isi. Ọ bụ ndị Christians or Christianity introduced all those things. Why is it that Mathias and his followers have not condemned the non-gun men? They have not condemned IPOB who are propagating all manner of hate speeches, all manner of violence against their fellow Biafrans. Do you see the hypocrisy there? Ọ bụ na achọba arụ a ga-ewepụ n'ala Igbo nke taa. Ọ bụ ndị Igbo arụ ka arụ a na-eme n'ihe gbasara ịtọrọ ndị Igbo, kidnapping of Igbo sons and daughters, beheading them, taking their money from them, and at the same time kill them in the name of freedom. A na-azọ Biafra. Mana Mathias kparụ na ndị otu, they close their eyes to all these things. because na hammer na their patronizers are the same ndị a na-eme awụ. Ị hapụ ihe ị ga-achụchụwa ihe ọzọ. So kedu ihe a na-akọ ihe a? Welidebe onwe gị. So serapụ ihe ahụ. O nwere ihe Christianity mee gị in the real sense of it. O nwere ihe Christians mee gị. Ọ bụgodị na o nwere ihe ha mee, identify it. But stop lying in order to propagate your own views and belief. Because I want to hear at the end of the day. What you people will succeed in doing is causing religious war in Igbo land. And you will watch and see how the rest of Nigeria will fold their hands. And then our people will be killing ourselves because of religious belief, religious bigotry. And it will start from your immediate family. Because nwa gị nwoke ma nwa nwaanyị ike believe on Omenala. Nne na nna believe on Christianity. In after that war will start from that family. And you will destroy everything. So you need to weigh in balance, on balance, what your actions are causing and find a way to mitigate it. Nachiga na azụ jenu jụọ anụ chi unu ajụjụ maka na unu ejiro ka a na-eme. Dị na-ajụ m ajụjụ. You can't win this, for God's sake. The other one say Ozarambi came on careful. Or see confused man is talking. In England you base how many of the percentage believe in religion or Christianity? Continue contradicting yourself. Do you see how a mega confused soul is even further confusing himself? Even myself as a Christian, I use my common sense. I don't go to church every day. I'm not religious. But for the fact that you know force something mad, there's something you can do. Because nobody is forcing you to go to church. Nobody is forcing you to believe in anything. But you know force something mad. That is where the problem is. In England, where I am, the government is not forcing anybody to go to church. No group of people are forcing anybody to go to church or to believe in what they believe in. That is the difference where you are. In Igbo Land, you na chobu unu bute alụkarụ dọba na Igbo. Kedizi ihe kpatara unu ama arapụ ndị mmadụ ka ha mee ife etu ha na chi ya si wee kpeta. Unu chọrọ ka unu gosi na unu bụ ọka ome, unu na-etikwa na alụ na-eme na Igbo, mana unu na-eme dị alụ. Ya maka ndị dị ka m ji asị unu raka unu ji, maka unu ararụ ihe unu ga-eme ga-ejide unu tigbusie unu, and o nwere ihe ị ga-eme about it. So hypocrisy is hypocrisy. You people are reminding me of the biblical Pharisees and Sadducees. Just tell me, you guys are hating on innocent people for nothing. And because they don't believe in what you believe in, you find a way of killing them, your brothers and sisters. On the Fulani, no Nigerian police, Nigerian army, Nigerian DSS. Rather, over your actions of going into criminality that gave the Nigerian security forces the impetus to come and stop you people Not to come and kill ordinary people, but to come and stop you criminals destroying lives and properties in Igbo land. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Yeah, I na-akpọ Nigerian security forces n'ọnụ before. Mana nke tata bụzi owuzi unu nwa ji aka unu eme dị alụ na-egbusisi ụmụnne unu. So by implication, the Nigerian security forces are sent where you people are. Maka unu bu alụ. Alụ ka alụ ọkpụtọrọ ọkpụ ka unu na-eme. And then you want somebody like me to keep quiet. Na apụsịsị ala. Nke bụ eziokwu wee bụrụ na the forces of heaven and earth, the spirit of the land, will continue to pursue all of you. They will continue to hound all of you. They continue to torment all of you until you people are completely consumed by the evil that you brought upon Igbo land and her people. The same arụsị Chukwu okike anyị na-akpọ okukwa, Chukwu kere igwe na anyị, ọ na-afụ everybody. Nwere ihe a na-asọ nsọ, onye ma bụ ihe unu na-eme, unu na-emekwanụ na-pretend na amarọ ndị na-eme. Now you want to debate with me. I don't even know where to start and where to stop. Same thing can die punk IPOB. Today, most of you are complaining. And I raised this issue early enough. You are supreme lion now, they can put a deny. Say, now what do you mean? They deny no what you man, no what you no what anything. We try to introduce Judaism by force. But do not complain about Islamization in Nigeria. The worst set of human beings I've ever seen. Grand community. This one I say, the same also kukwa. Or say, you are jealous of him as well, you are jealous of him. Come out through, let us know where you are coming from. I have always made my position very well known. I am against the violence, the criminality in Igbo land. I believe in freedom of our people, but freedom of our people does not translate to slaughtering the same people that we vow to protect. That is what sets me apart from where all of you criminally minded are. And I'm saying that everybody has right to believe in what he or she wants to believe in. Everybody has freedom of expression, freedom of association. Mathias and his group have it. But their rights and freedom of association, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of worship must not be exercised in such a way that those their rights and freedoms will now become impediments on other people enjoying theirs. That is where the problem is. And that is what is happening now. Don't trample on the freedom of others because you believe that another person should not trample on yours. Then why are you then trespassing? Anyị kwetara na alụ ga-ana mana ị na-achọzi ndụ ka iwepụzie the so-called Alu Ibunobi by replacing it with your own Alu. In a phone where be Jazwaga. I am of late recognizing the fact that so many people in this thing, they pretend, they stack illiterates. They have the level of moral decadence is unimaginable in our midst, and we need to advise ourselves accordingly. This other one say, as old as you are, but you don't start on the truth between Christianity, people in Nigeria, and tradition people in Nigeria, which people first started tagging another people's belief evil. Look at, you tell me the people who are tagging another people's belief evil. This one is saying what? I don't know who started tagging other people's belief evil. You tell me who started it. Because at the end of the day, the pastors and men of God that go to destroy things in people's family did not just go there by themselves. In most cases, they are being invited by the people in that compound to come and remove their ROC, the charms in their compound. A pastor, a man of God, a reverend father, deacons, name them, men and women of God, cannot, out of their own volition, all of a sudden set out to go and begin to destroy people's idols, or to begin to look for charm without their being invited to go there in the first place. So for me, this is another gray area. That does not in any way impede on your freedom of worship. If these people who have those idols or whatever in their compound say no to the men of God, to the women of God, to the pastors who want to go and remove the idol or anything, if they say no to them and they insist on doing that, then they are trespassing. But if they do that with their consent, then there's something you can do. So what you are saying has no basis unless you mean something else. But what you people are doing is, instead of talking about what you think is wrong, you are inciting people to violence. You are engaging on religious bigotry, religious hate speeches that has the potentials of engendering violence, anarchy, and enthronement of disaster, and total breakdown of law and order in Igbo communities. And you have no justification for that. And you are not in position. You don't have the capability to deal with the aftermath of the consequences. Rather, most of you are looking for followers. Because Mathias, for instance, has shown it. Why don't you quote the eziokwu by Arube? Mananka each of congregation, a group of mob, how do I say, you're gathering a mob that will potentially begin to attack Christians in Igbo land. And they have started already. So what nonsense are you preaching? Believe in what you believe in. Preach whatever you want to preach. It is within your right. But don't encroach on other people's freedom of worship and belief system. That is where people like us, we say no. Because you so much like your human rights to be respected. You must also respect another person's human right and freedom of worship. There must be religious freedom in Igbo land. Otherwise, just like every other society that kicks against these important principles, Igbo land will be in state of anarchy and chaos. Rapunkuniji, retrace your steps and do the right thing. Like I said, I'm responding to some of the people that are making some comments and saying all manner of nonsense. This one says, he said, bro, the main ESN is so peaceful until tomorrow. Simon Ekpa is the mastermind of fake ESN and all the killings in our land. You must channel your blames to him. Okay, let me state emphatically again that no matter the number of names you people answer, you are all the same thing. That is why I talk about ESN equals unknown government, equals IPOB, equals autopilot, equals Biafra Republic government in Israel. You people are the same thing. Are you telling me that ESN is different from that the main ESN is peaceful? Who are people like I remember their names. The people that were arrested with AK-47 in 2021, ever before even Simon Ekpa came up with what he came up with. The same volunteers, ESN, unknown government that are working with IPOB are the same people working with Simon Ekpa. And Simon Ekpa is part and parcel of IPOB. There's nothing you can say about it. And it can be proved to you. Your supreme lion, Nnamdi Kanu, commissioned Simon. The evidence is there. He said it. It's on record. Everybody acknowledged it. But when you found out, because when you people started all these things, we were warning you, stop the killings, stop this criminality. You people were going about saying men day. When people are saying men day, killing of innocent Igbo men and women, videoing it. Did you remember Simon Ekpa? The time Biggie and his group were arrested, was Simon on the scene? The traditional rulers you people went to molest, and some of them that you people killed, was Simon on the scene at the time? That was the time you people were, when you come out, in order to prove or to deceive yourself that you are fighting, you went and killed some cows and the rest of it, and do all manner of shenanigans. Do you remember that period? Was Simon on the scene? That time he was still trying to change the narrative. Mana ka ọ fụziri etu unu si eme, the franchise unu set si up, unu je zute egbe, unu ewere mee 1 or 2 kidnappings, kill the victim, take the person's money. Another group apụtakwa, onye fụrụ unu ka unu mere nke unu mere, onye oje kpọọ his own gang, they set up another group. So that is why I have maintained that what you people are in is criminality, not freedom fighting, and that's a fact. Unu gbusie ụmụnne unu na asị na ndụ Fulani gbu ha. Meanwhile, ndị na-ese video bụkwa unu nwa, ndị Igbo ndị na-ese video na-ekwu this one men there and the rest of it. Gụnwa na-ekwu ihe a bụ onye Igbo, onye egburu egbu bụ onye Igbo, ndị a na-ejide bụ ndị Igbo, yet epụta isi na ndị Fulani bụ ndị nwa na-eme ihe nwa. And that is why we told you that we know the crimes committed by the Fulani herdsmen from the crimes you people were committing. Then when it became very, it became practically impossible that you people will not exonerate yourselves from it. Even the IPOB in the they are sponsoring media propaganda on image laundering. They are distancing themselves that they don't know who is doing this. IPOB is peaceful. IPOB is peaceful. And then you people want to sacrifice Simon Eba. Right? Another owner of a franchise of that continued violence and horror and terror in Igbo Land. Meanwhile, you are all the same people. So if you like, you can answer different names, but you people are the same people. And why am I saying this? I believe in freedom. I believe in total emancipation of our land and of our people, but not in killing our people in order to make a point. That is why I differ, and where I differ from all of you. And so many of us that are taking or thinking along the same line that I do. You are a mega mugu. Alright? Who doesn't believe in what you believe in? What kind of mentality is that? Ajobi. Unu na-akpọ na-ekwu Islamization nke the worst than the people. So-called people who na Islamize. Wickedness there amongst you people is unimaginable. I've never seen that in history. That a group of people will be so wicked, so daring, so mean, so criminally minded, to be killing their own people in order to blame the enemy or to attract attention. You people have destroyed the Biafra brand. And some of you will say, oh, you are part of them. Yeah, I was when IPOB was IPOB. But I also maintain my ground on what I believe in. And that is why today, all of you calling are saboteurs already, because you are calling yourselves names. My goodness. You are just mistaken by comparing Christianity and Omenala, which Omenala has been there before Christianity. Christianity came and destroyed Omenala for no good reason. Now, Omenala has summarized, and Christianity wanted to destroy it again by arresting Ezeaku. So Ezeaku is symbol of Omenala. That means you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know the reason why Ezeaku was arrested, but like I said, whatever reason that got him arrested or why he's arrested, his human rights and freedom of speech and of association must be respected and must be balanced against the human rights and freedom of others. It's simple as that. There is no other way of putting it. But what I am against is religious bigotry, religious hate speech against innocent people. It is unacceptable. And what you people are setting up is religious war in Igbo land. And it is not going to augur well with anybody. It's just as simple as that. Even Christ used miracle in solving any of personal challenges or used the authority against those who accuse him. Continue in your ignorance and die in your ignorance. Okwonunu abo ndu no n'omume, onunu ekwetara onunu no n'omume. Enwere uche, enwere akọ. That is the worst thing. Anyway, this is where I will leave it for now. Show me where your Alosi, your Omenala healed somebody. The same way Isiagu go see Jesus Christ say hail or mother. Show me where your Omenala and Alosi killed, rather healed any human being. You see the hypocrisy. You don't have what it takes. Unu na-akọtọ si ndị ọcha na-akọtọ ihe ndị ọcha weta. Ọ bụrụ na ndị ọcha butere alụ n'ala Igbo, hapụnụ ndị ọcha nụ, hapụnụ ihe ha jikwu wee bịa. Mana nke a unu ga-ajụ ọkụ, lachaa ihe dị n'ọkụ. Daala. Ka udo dịrị ndị chọrọ udo. Ndị na-achọrọ udo, udo abịakwa n'alụfa. Ndewo.